I'm Dubois coming at you for day 4 of the 90 days of positive content challenge. Wanted to take today and talk a little bit about some tactical things you can do around supporting your happiness. There's actually studies out there. Psychology Today does a lot of studies around this, but there are proven true scientific studies around things that very successfully happy people do to support that happiness. So I want to talk a little bit about that and 6 strategies that I employ to help support my happiness. So the first one really is, we've talked a little bit about negative people and eliminating those people from your life. Once you've done that, sometimes you're eliminating people that have been in your life for a really long time. So one of the most important things that you can do to support your happiness is to surround yourself and spend a good deal of time with people who are happy, with other people who are happy. So again, eliminating the negativity, but people who truly choose to be happy on a daily basis, because happiness really, to be honest, is a choice. I know no one likes to hear that. A lot of times we look to material things and to different things happening around us to find our happiness, which is the wrong way to look at happiness. But sometimes we do that. Happiness really is a choice. So being around and spending time with people who support your happiness, who are choosing actively to be happy, is one of those strategies that you can do. So again, it goes back to eliminating those negative people. Don't spend time with people who in a second drain your energy. Put time towards and spend time around those people who are choosing actively happiness and who are going to bring you up. Another really important strategy that I like to use is to take time to celebrate the good. So this goes and talks to the gratitude practice that I have. So many good things happening in this world and around me on a daily basis that I really like to take time to celebrate that. And for me, it's my gratitude practice, and I write down what I'm thankful for and all the good that came out of that day, all the good things that I'm working towards. So doing and actively looking for those things to celebrate. And when something amazing is happening, or a friend of yours has gotten a promotion, or you just hear that your neighbors down the road are having a baby, whatever it might be excited and celebrate for them. That breeds happiness. Another item is that I really like around happiness that not a lot of people do for a lot of different reasons, because sometimes they feel like this is something that's monetary. It doesn't have to be monetary, but it's to practice giving to others. So whether it's donating at the Starbucks because they're collecting money for some type of organization, or at the grocery store, or buying an extra canned goods to give to the food pantry. So there is the monetary value piece of it, but being able to practice giving to others. And it doesn't have to be something that costs money, because we're not all in a position to shell out cash towards things and people. It could be giving of yourself and giving of who you are, giving your time. Maybe you're helping volunteer. Maybe you're helping connect people from different people who can help each other. Maybe you're spending time at the dog shelter. Maybe you're helping by giving of yourself to go pick up your neighbor's children, whatever it might be, from school. So really the practice of giving is something that can really help support the happiness that we all seek internally. When we're doing something outside of ourselves and we're doing it for the betterment of others, you will typically find that it's a lot easier to maintain those levels of happiness. Another thing from the article that I read, which I found really fascinating, and I truly do believe it to be true, because I've experienced in my own life, is to really listen to other people and to be present with other people. And when you can do it in person, even better. So being there and listening to what other people's needs might be. You might be able to identify that there's something that you can do to help that individual that supports your happiness. Now you're giving back to that individual in a manner. And again, it doesn't have to be monetary. It could be your time. It could be your idea. It could be your support. It could be your high five. It could be, whoa, that sounds like it was amazing. And maybe they hadn't seen it that way yet. So that's another one that's really, really important to support your happiness. The next thing that this article talked about was really great. It was smiling shamelessly. We all know that person who just has a big, goofy smile on their face, who really projects the feeling of happiness in a way that feels authentic and real. And now we live in the USA, and my husband, who's French, will tell you that there are more fake people in the USA, and what he means by that is fake smiles, than anywhere else in the world. he really detests when you're like out at a restaurant or you're at the bank and they just have this big plastered fake smile on their face, and you know that their eyes aren't smiling, it's just there in their mouth area. And it's fake. It's a persona that they put on because they're in customer service. My husband really detests that. But when you find someone who smiles shamelessly and they're just glowing, and I really do think that humans smile with the eyes, that's when you know that it's a real smile. Their eyes light up. If their eyes are not lit up, they're thinking of something else and they're doing this just because they're asked to, or because it's part of who that they've been told or ingrained to be, because they're in a professional setting. So smiling truly from the heart. If you are joyous and you're happy and something amazing has happened to you, smile at yourself goofily. You'll find that brings the energy and all the chemicals in the right places in your brain to support your happiness. And then the last thing, the number 6 one in the article that I thought was really, really good was cultivating resilience. So this is important because things are going to happen, and bad, unexpected, not ideal circumstances will happen. We are human. We live on Earth in the year 2019. It's not all going to be flowers and rainbows. We know that. But being able to, when something happens, or when you fail, or the day didn't go the way you expected it to go, or you didn't get to have the conversation you wanted to have, or you did all the things you thought you were supposed to be doing, but it did not turn out the way you expected. It's being resilient and not giving up and say, well, this happiness thing, not for me. Tomorrow, I'm going back to my old ways. I'm not going to smile at people. I'm not going to look for the joy. I'm not going to give. I'm not going to compliment. I'm not going to do any of those things. Like, it's building resilience so that when you have those tough days, when you have things not working right, that you just say, oh, well, it didn't work this time, but I'm going to keep at this because this supports me growing into a happier person. So that's my message for today. Hopefully 6 strategic, actionable things that you can incorporate into your daily life to support your happiness. Whatever it is that you do today and every day, I hope you do it in love. Love hard.